Judge Gutierrez presiding. Please be seated.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Calling the case of the people of the Philippines versus Joshua. Are both sides ready?
Ready for the people, Your Honor. Ready for the defense, Your Honor.
Will the clerk please swear in the jury?
Will the jury please stand and raise your right hand? Do each of you swear that you will fairly try the case before this court and that you will return true verdict according to the evidence and instructions of the court? So help you God, please say I do.
I do.
You may be seated.
Your Honor, and ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the defendant has been charged with the crime of driving or taking a car belonging to someone else without the permission of the owner. The evidence will show you that a car was stolen on the night of March 8. The next day, the defendant was arrested driving the stolen car. The defendant's fingerprints were on the keys used to steal the car. The evidence I present will prove to you that the defendant is guilty as charged.
Your Honor, ladies and gentlemen, the jury. Under the law, my client is presumed innocent until proven guilty. During this trial, you will hear no real evidence against my client. You will come to know the truth that Joshua was just riding in a car stolen by someone else. After finding out that the car was stolen, Joshua was just trying to do the right thing by returning the car to its owner. Therefore, my client is not guilty.
After the opening statement, witnesses are called to testify about what they know about the case. Sometimes, the attorney wants to show physical things like weapon or photograph to the jury. These things are called exhibits. The jury will be only consider an exhibit if the judge admits the exhibit into evidence when they meant to decide if the defendant is guilty or not guilty.
Prosecution may call its first witness.
The people call the owner of the car.
Raise your right hand. Do you promise that the testimony shall give in the case before this court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
This is it, your first and last name.
Joseph Mendoza.
You may be seated.
Please spell your last name for the record.
M-A-N-D-O-Z-A.
Joseph, where do you work?
I own Resume.
What is the address of your business?
102 Street, Las Piñas.
Were you working there on February 8?
Yes, I was.
Was one of the car you had for sale Mustang license number 5CBX265?
Yes.
Did you see the car on the lot on February 8?
Yes. The car was leaving close at night.
Did you see the car again on February 9?
No, it was missing when I got to work that morning.
Where were the keys to the car when you left on March 8?
They were locked in the sales office.
Where were the keys when you came back the next morning?
They were still locked in the sales office.
Did you file a stolen car report with the police?
Yes, I did.
Had you given anyone, including the defendant, permission to take or drive the car?
No, I did not.
Thank you. I have no further questions.
Does the defense have any questions?
Not at this time, Your Honor.
The witness is excused. The prosecution may call the next witness.
The people called the arresting officer.
Please stand. Raise your right hand. Do you promise that the testimony you shall give in the case before this court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Please state your first and last name.
Kennedy Lorenzo.
You may be seated.
Please spell your last name for the record. Lorenzo.
Officer, where do you work?
I have worked for the Las Piñas Highway Patrol for the past 10 years.
Were you on duty on afternoon of March 9?
Yes, I was patrolling the freeway between Pasig and Las Piñas.
Did you observe a Mustang that afternoon?
Yes, I did.
What was the license number?
5 CBX 265.
Where did you first see the car?
Going north near the exit to Highway 4.
Why did you notice the car?
It fit the description of a car which was one of our stolen vehicles.
Did you stop the car?
Yes, I turned on my lights and siren pulled the car over.
Where did you stop the car?
About half a mile before the downtown Las Piñas exit.
What did you do after the car stopped?
I ordered the driver to step out and arrested him.
Do you see the driver here in the court?
Yes. The record will show the witness has identified the defendant sitting at the defense table.
After you arrested the defendant, did you search the car?
Yes.
What did you find?
I found a set of keys in the ignition.
Are these keys you found?
Yes.
Your Honor, I would like to have these keys as mark of People's Exhibit Number 1 and ask that they have been admitted into evidence.
Does the defense have any objection?
No, Your Honor.
The keys will be admitted as People's Exhibit Number 1.
Officer, was there anything unusual about these keys?
Yes. Based on my experience as a highway patrol officer, they look like a shaved master case.
Can you please tell the jury what shape master keys are?
Yes, they are a case that have been filled down so that they will start a model of a type car.
I have no further questions.
Does the defense wish to ask any questions?
Yes, Your Honor. Officer, when you pulled the car over, you ordered my client to turn off the ignition. Did you? Yes, I did. So you saw the defendant touch the keys? Yes. Do you know how far Rice Mills from downtown Las Piñas freeway exit? Yes, it's about half a mile from there. Thank you. I have no further questions.
The witness is excused. Does the prosecution have any other witnesses?
Yes, Your Honor. The people called the fingerprint examiner.
Please stand. Raise your right hand. Do you promise that the testimony you shall give in the case now before this court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Let's state your first and last name.
Kim Soy.
You may be seated.
Please spell your last name for the record.
S-O-Y.
Chino, where do you work?
I am employed by the Post Accounting Sheriff's Department. I have been a qualified fingerprint examiner for 10 years.
Have you ever seen these keys before?
Yes, I was asked to check them for fingerprints at my lab.
Did you find any fingerprint on the keys as a result of your testing?
Yes, there were several fingerprint impressions.
Were you able to identify the defendant's prints on the keys?
Yes, the prints I found on two of the case were identical on the fingerprint taken from the defendant.
Thank you. I have no further questions and no other witnesses, Your Honor.
Does the defense have any questions?
Yes, Your Honor. Kinusoy, as a matter of fact, you also found fingerprints in the keys, which did not belong to the defendant. Did you?
That is correct.
To whom do they belong?
I don't know.
Thank you. I have no further questions.
The witness is excused.
Your Honor, the people rest their case.
Is the defense ready with its case?
Yes, Your Honor. I call the defendant.
Under the Bill of Rights, a person who is accused of a crime cannot be forced to testify at their own criminal trial. The judge would have told the jury that the defendant has the right to not testify, that the prosecution cannot make any comment about it if the defendant doesn't testify and the jury cannot hold it against the defendant. In our trial, the defendant has decided to testify. The prosecution cannot force the defendant to testify. If the defendant chooses to testify, the prosecution is allowed to question the defendant.
Please stand. Raise your right hand. Do you promise that the statement you shall give in the case now, before this court, shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Please state your name.
Joshua Giray.
You may be seated.
Please spell your last name for the record.
Giray.
Joshua, where were you on the afternoon of March 9?
I was at the target South Main Street in Walnut.
Did you see 28 Mustang at that location?
Yes, the guy pulled into the parking lot driving.
Did you talk to the driver?
Yes, I asked him how fast it was.
What did he say?
He said, get in the car and he will show me.
What did you do then?
I got in the car and we drove to the freeway going south toward the lake. He was driving really fast.
Do you know what the driver's name was?
Yes, he told me his name is Anilo.
What was his last name?
I don't know, he never told me.
Had you never met him before?
No,
Did he tell you where he got the car?
he said he had stolen the car.
When did he tell you that?
When we were on the freeway,
How far did you ride with him?
to Pasig, we didn't stop before him.
What happened when you reached the Pasig?
He said he was getting out and I told him out the car.
Did you take a car at that time?
Yes.
Where did you go?
I started to drive the Spinas, so I could return the car.
How did you know where to return it?
Rick told me to took it from a car note in the Spinas.
Where were you go when the officer arrested you?
On the freeway, just before the exit to downtown Las Piñas.
Do these keys belongs to you?
No.
You have never seen them before?
Yes, they were in the car.
Did you touch them?
Yes, when I turned off the car after the officer stopped me.
Thank you. I have no further questions and no other witnesses, Your Honor.
Does the prosecution have any questions?
Yes, Your Honor. Joshua, what did this Angelo look like?
I don't remember exactly. He had dark hair.
What kind of clothes was he wearing?
I'm not sure. Jeans, I think, and it's a shirt.
So, you just got into this car with someone that you didn't know and had never ever seen before.
Yes, I have ever been in car before.
Did it occur you at any time to call the police?
Sure, but there wasn't a call where we stopped, and I don't have cell phone. Once I start back, I just keep driving.
You wanted to drive the Mustang because it was nice and brand new, didn't you?
I guess so.
You knew the car was stolen at the time you were driving it, didn't you?
Yes.
Thank you. I have no further questions.
The witness is excused. Does the defense rest?
Yes, Your Honor.
For person please stand. Has the jury reached a unanimous verdict?
Yes, Your Honor.
If the jury has reached a verdict, the clerk will get the verdict form from the court person and hand it to the judge. The judge will wait silently before handing it back to the clerk for the reading of the verdict.
The jury finds the defendant guilty.
The jury is stand and excused. Court is adjourned.
This concludes our mock trial in Superior Court. We thank all of you for coming today and for taking part in our program. Thank you. Evidence has now been presented. At this time, the judge will tell you the law you must apply in what are called jury instructions. Listen very carefully to three things the judge will tell you that the prosecution must prove.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I am now going to read you the law that you must follow in deciding this case. To prove the crime charge against the defendant, the prosecution must prove three things to you. First, that the defendant drove or took a car belonging to someone else. Second, that the owner did not give the defendant permission to drive or take the car. And third, that the defendant intended to take away the owner's right to have the car, either permanently or temporarily. If each of you believes that the prosecution proved all three of these things beyond a reasonable doubt, then you should find the defendant guilty. That if you believe the prosecution did not prove any one of these things beyond a reasonable doubt, then you must find the defendant not guilty. Proof beyond a reasonable doubt does not mean beyond all possible doubt. It means that you must consider all of the evidence that you are very sure that the charge is true. Are you ready with the final arguments?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
The final arguments are the attorney's last chance to talk to the jury about the evidence and to try to convince you to see the case the way you do.
Your Honor, and ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the judge has told you that we must prove three things. There is absolutely no question about the first two. We must prove. First, the defendant was arrested, car belonging to the owner of rice mills. Second, the owner testified that no one, including the defendant, had permission to drive or take the Mustang. Therefore, all you have to prove is that the defendant drove the car and intended to keep it away from the owner for at least a little while. The defendant admitted wanting to drive the car because it was fast. The defendant knew the car was stolen and says that he even thought about calling the police before driving it. But the defendant didn't even try to talk or walk instead of driving the car and didn't even try to stop anywhere between Pasig and Las Piñas to call the police. That shows that the defendant intended to keep the car for at least a little while. According to the judge just told you, that is all you have to prove based on the evidence. You must find the defendant guilty.
Your Honor, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, Joshua was unlucky to get in a car with a man who had stolen the car. He got into the car because he had never been in a Mustang before. My client's fingerprints were found on the keys because he had to touch them when the officer pulled the car over. But the prosecution own expert told you that other fingerprints were found on those keys that could not be identified. I suggest to you that they belong to the red theft. Joshua is a honest man and was only trying to return the car to its owner. If he had meant to keep the car, why would he drive it back to Martinez? Remember that under the law, my client is presumed to be innocent. The prosecution must prove every part of its case beyond a reasonable doubt. That means that you must be sure. And one of the things they must prove is that my client intended to keep the car from the owner. My client is the only person who knows what he intended and testified under oath that he wasn't trying to keep the car from the owner, but was trying to return it. The prosecution has presented no real evidence to you to show that this is not true. That means that there is a reasonable doubt and therefore you must find him or her not guilty.
The next step in the trial is when the jury decides whether the defendant is guilty or not guilty. Remember, guilty is the same thing as innocent. If all 12 jurors are unanimous in their decisions, this is the jury's verdict. You have heard several witnesses testify, including the defendant. It is up to each of you to decide if you believe a witness was telling the truth or not. You should consider how the witness began to understand and use your own common sense in deciding whether or not a witness was telling the truth. Remember that is up to the prosecution to prove the defendant is guilty. The defense does not have to prove the defendant is innocent if the prosecution has not proven its case. Then the defendant is not guilty. Also remember that you can only say that the defendant is guilty if the prosecution has proven all three of the things that judge called to beyond a reasonable doubt. As the judge told you, beyond a reasonable doubt means that you must be sure. That means that you will still be sure tomorrow or next week or next year. It does not mean any doubt you can take up in your imagination. You won't have to believe your own right now, but you will quickly pick a jury or person and give the jury a few minutes to see if the fifth evaluation of the jury.
For person please stand. Has the jury reached a unanimous verdict?
Yes, Your Honor.
If the jury has reached a verdict, the clerk will get the verdict form from the court person and hand it to the judge. The judge will read silently before handing it back to the clerk for the reading of the verdict.
The jury finds the defendant guilty.
The jury is stand and excused. Court is adjourned.
This concludes our mock trial in Superior Court. We thank all of you for coming today and for taking part in our program. Thank you.